Welcome! Today, I'm going to be sorting the Minecraft hostile mobs by the D&D alignments. Now, if you don't know what those are, it's 9 ways to give your character a set of morals. There's lawful good, which is act as someone a good person is expected or required to act. There's neutral good, the best that a good person can do, but does not feel beholden to other do-gooders. Chaotic good, who acts as their conscience drives them, with little regard for what others expect. Lawful neutral, who acts as law, tradition, or personal code dictates, favors order, pretty much. True neutral, which is basically you don't really hold an opinion on anything and you could swing anyway. Chaotic neutral, who follows their whims, is an individualist first and last, and values their own liberty but won't try and protect others' freedom without a good reason. Lawful evil, who takes what they want within the limits of code of conduct. They don't care who they hurt, but they only care about loyalty and tradition. Neutral evil does whatever they can get away with, and they're out for themselves. They really don't care about anything else. But they don't love conflict. They'll just do what they can. And chaotic evil, who do whatever their greed, hatred, and destructive nature drive them to do. So, yeah. I'm going to be doing the overworld hostile mobs because otherwise we just get into way too many for me to do. And for the sake of this video, I have counted the Enderman, Endermite, and Wither as not non-overworld mobs because I just couldn't deal. So, let's go. Before we get started, I'm so close to going viral. As you can see, I'm like real close. Please subscribe. Help. Okay, here we are. We're going to start out with lawful good. Also keep in mind, I didn't do this based on like who they hurt. I just did this based on my own biased, weird system of what I think. So, yeah. Lawful good starts out with the Phantom. I'm sure a lot of people are going to yell at me for this, but man, they just want you to sleep, which, let's be honest, a lot of people could use. So, let's say that. They want you to sleep, so let's say that they're good, even though everyone hates them. The other one in lawful good is a drowned. Remember, this is not meant to be any sort of coherent, but maybe they just want you to get out of the water, and they're saying, hey, the water can be dangerous. Why don't you get out? Sure. Yeah. Neutral good. With neutral good, we start out with the pillager. So they work with an establishment but never feel like beholden to them. Like, you never see them try and die for their comrades because they're a Minecraft AI, but let's pretend that they're not. So they fight for their establishment, but are also out for themselves. Zombie villager. They used to be good, and then the zombie happened, and they're not. So it seemed the most logical. I was real struggling to find this one a place, so help. And finally, a witch, who my reasoning was they live alone, they're anti-establishment, they're very independent. Yeah. So I'm going to call these 3 neutral good. Why did I do this video? Help me. Chaotic good. Chicken jockey. I mean, it's kind of its own thing because it sure acts as its conscience directs, which is what chaotic good does. That chicken just runs everywhere, and there's a baby zombie on its back, so yeah. Second is Ravager, which, you know, maybe they were raised to be mean, so maybe their conscience tells them to murder you, so they do. Chaotic good. Maybe you're a bad person? I don't know. I'm reaching. Lawful neutral. Spider. Regular spider. They hold to their code of they're fine during the day and attack you at night, and if you decide to mess with them at night, then that's your problem. So they're fine with like their own little thing, and you just better not mess with them. Guardian. They're kind of just trying to defend their home. You did like swim in there and try and murder all of them and take their home from them. Yeah. I mean, they could try negotiations first. They don't have to go straight to attacking you, but they are at least trying to defend their home. Last, slime. generally you do kind of invade their home, whether it's like a slime chunk or a swamp, and then go and try and farm them. So they're just kind of self-defense. So they just kind of probably want to bounce around in peace mostly. True neutral. Vindicator. I'm not entirely sure why I chose this, but it made sense at my 11 p.m. Lack of sleep-addled brain, because they're kind of like an assassin, and they don't seem to like. They only seem to attack you when you like try and run up to them and attack them. So, neutral. Husk, and in the same sort of field, regular zombie, cause they're just kind of nothing. They are zombies, so they're just literally true neutral. They're just acting as what they feel like on a whim. Anyway, so those three are true neutral. This one doesn't really fit, but pretend that it does. Chaotic neutral. We're starting to get into ones that are a little easier to justify here. Cave spider. They're definitely like out for themselves, individualists, and you walk into their mine shaft and like, try and destroy everything about them. They're real annoying, but you can't say that they're not unpredictable and individualist. And creeper, which is like a little weird, I know, but they're definitely individual. They challenge authority, in this case being blowing you up. Again, unpredictable. I mean, they do just kind of blow up where they feel like it. So if that's not chaos, I don't know what is. Lawful evil. Oh, thank God we're in the evils now. Something that's much easier to justify. Evoker. They clearly are just like magical, and they clearly care about like loyalty and order, which is like the definition of lawful evil. They attack when they're invaded or like called upon to do stuff, so I'm gonna call it lawful evil. And second, Elder Guardian, who, similar to the Guardian, are defending their home, and they're like very methodical. They're very violent, but it's fine. They're just doing what they think is right, I guess. Neutral evil. Skeleton. They do whatever they can to kind of hurt you and get away with, but they're like out for themselves. They do kind of fit, the definition of neutral evil. Spider jockey. This thing is an abomination, but I guess it's just kind of like following its nature. I mean, again, it'll do what it can get away with. This thing is terrifying. And stray. You can tell I was really going on the skeletons. They fight for themselves and they try to hurt people, but you have to like be in the wrong place at the wrong time, so they're not going to come searching you out. And chaotic evil. Vex. This should be pretty obvious. They are the literal spawn of heck. They just kind of want to destroy everything, and they're so annoying, and they fly through walls, and you can tell I've had some bad experience with Vexes. Yeah. Pain. Silverfish. These little... come on. They're just pure chaotic evil, even though they're like the tiniest thing ever. They are the worst thing in like all of Minecraft. They just want to cause you pain. And then finally, skeleton horsemen. These things are absolutely terrible. I mean, they like spawn during the thunderstorm. They're like supposed to be the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. They're wearing like an enchanted iron helmet and have an overpowered bow. They're so annoying. I mean, chaotic evil. Alright, that's it. You guys really liked the sort of similar style video to this that I did a while ago, so I thought I'd try it again. If you want to see me do passive mobs, other types of mobs, Nether and End, please let me know. Yell at me for putting anything in the good and neutral categories in the comments. Thank you all so very much for watching, and goodbye!